Okay, chat. Here we go. Bye, Schoolie. Look how far that tree. Yeah, thanks for the reminder about the Wi-Fi too.
Yeah, you would have figured it out.
I know, but Shayna's always thinking before we are. We have tons of food on the boat. I'll make you something.
A couple of fried eggs.
Oh yeah.
Not normal.
That's fine.
Bagels there with cream cheese.
We ate an entire bag. Did we eat an entire bag of little hash brown thingies last night?
Yep.
We did. After we got off stream last night, you guys, and so for anybody who's just joining, we're on our way to the boat dock. We're going to be fixing an engine. We just left Sunday yoga and all of the zen of the house, and we are now going to tackle a major issue with our boat engine. We've got plans to do a collaboration stream with Dinner with Mom tonight. And we were going to take him out on the boat and treat him to a boat ride, maybe sunset cruise, and do some dinner on the boat. And the boat one of the engines doesn't run. So Tom took it apart last night.
Engine runs, it overheats.
It overheats, yeah. Well,
So
you can't run it.
Yeah, so we tore it apart last night.
The pieces are all over the boat. Tom is going to attempt to put it back together today.
Tom will put it back together today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He will put it back together today.
And there's a 83.7% likelihood that it'll run.
Yeah. It's going to be fine. So that's what we're about to do. We're headed to the marina. So, and we are located in Nashville.
We're gonna stop and get some Permatex. We're gonna make our own. Gotta make our own gaskets.
We have to make a gasket
because
this mat's holding really well. Actually, very good. Have as much room. Here, I'm going to adjust this a little bit. More forward. Here we go.
All right, so you gotta go to.
That's better. So we have to go get some sealant for the gaskets on the engine. So you'll get an idea. There is a VOD up there about the engine work that we did. If you're a motorhead and you want to see some of that, there's a VOD from last night, or a bunch of them. I think we had some issues with some connectivity, so you'll see multiple VODs. But yeah, you can check that out and you'll see the tearing apart of things. We retrieved a bunch of rubber pieces from the impeller basically that pulls water into the engine, disintegrated. And so those pieces went up into the cooling system of the boat. What's going on? You okay?
I'm trying to figure out what that rattle is.
It's okay. Here.
I'm just
dude.
trying to figure out what the rattle is.
I know, but...
That's all. I don't know what it is. Don't know.
I don't hear it.
It's not that. It's not that.
So... Oh, has Tom done any Jeep shopping? What is the Jeep budget?
$0 right now.
Well, what we'd like to do is turn in this car. So, oh, God bless America.
I don't know. Something's going on with your car.
Well, speaking of which, we want to get rid of it. So if I can trade this in and, basically get away with not much more, that would be great. So that's kind of the goal.
6, 8.
Oh, yeah,
6,
thanks,
8,
Shayna, for all those
6,
clips,
8,
too.
Probably 6 to 10,000. Instead of me being rude and saying 0, probably 6 to 10,000 is probably realistic. I'd like to stay on the low end.
And that's money out of our pocket after the trade-in?
Well, I have no idea what the trade-in. Nobody's. I mean,
We'll trade this thing in. It says fairly low miles. It's only got 52,000 miles on it.
I don't even know what resale value of this. If we can sell a private seller and make more money, then we might be able to just pay cash for a Jeep.
Yeah.
But,
Sounds like a blinker or a popcorn. That sound is what she was talking about.
there's something rattling in somewhere. I hear something rattling.
Whew,
I don't
okay.
know what's in the back. Maybe it's a. Could be the fuel filters I put in the back.
Okay. It's okay.
Do you hear that? Not right now. I hit a bump. Feels like something's loose. Hello.
She said, fair, Tom. We sold Cliffs for 6. It would have been perfect. Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, Sheena.
Yep. Teasing me.
Yeah, private sell for sure, she said.
Yeah.
Well, but the fact that she sold hers for 6, you know what I mean? That means there's somebody out there selling it for that,
I
right?
found several on Facebook Marketplace in Nashville that are in that range. So.
Do you think they're decent?
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. I do. Okay, I am trying. I gotta go. Oh, we gotta go around White Bridge. Okay.
It's fine. We're just touring Nashville right now. On our way to the boat dock, touring Nashville.
My favorite store for boat supplies.
Where are we going? Napa?
Napa has a whole section of Permatex.
Well, and that's the one thing, you know, when Tom knows a lot about engines. I mean, he's always worked on cars, on our cars, not professionally or anything, but he's always worked on cars. He comes from a very handy family. They're all mechanical people, engineers, you know, worked on engines, different sizes. So he comes from that. He's applied some of that knowledge to marine engines, which are different in a lot of significant ways. And so, but what he found is that some of the basics are the same. And so a lot of the materials you just get, you don't need marine special stuff, which if you bring in a marine mechanic, they will use marine special stuff and charge you exorbitant amounts for it. So Tom is able to do a lot, finding things at auto part stores, you know, stuff. So keeping the price low. Labor is what it is for us. It's free.
Just that attitude. Laura has to just deal with my my pissiness. That's it.
Well, I would rather not if you
Cost it.
can help with that. Yeah, that's the cost of admission is
Cost of admission is
me having
Tom's
to
attitude.
manage that.
Yeah, I'm aware of it.
I just try to do. Shayna is very helpful. She's coached me through a few moments. Last night was very good. Shayna was very helpful. Maybe I try to overcompensate and try to help him with stuff, and then he gets annoyed because I'm trying to help him too much. So it's like I can't win, but then he gets mad if I'm not doing something. So I don't know. But he is very good at what he does. His was decent, just not practical for us. His daughter was still around, etc. Yeah. Yeah, and you know, and we're going to be using it for a specific purpose. So we're going to, you know, for those of you who didn't know about the Jeep, we're trying to trade in my SUV for a Jeep so that we can tow it behind the school bus. And I can get out of this car payment. And the insurance on this is high and things like that. So if we can get out of that, just have liability on it, really. We won't need.
Yeah. Yeah. Just put what we need on it.
And that'll make a huge difference. Save us a bunch of money and give us a vehicle that we can just tow behind the schoolie, which is the goal.
Got that one a little bit tight there, buddy.
Shayna said I'm a lot like Tom. You do. Too much noise. Oh, yeah. He'll ask, offer once. Okay. But see, he doesn't ask. That's the problem. Is that he just acts mad.
No.
Like, or that you're struggling.
But a lot of times, just like if I'm in the engine room, there's not. When I get frustrated, it's because I'm dealing with a problem.
Yeah.
So, usually once I work it out, then I'm fine. Like right now, my anxiety's high because I saw the condition of the bolts that I took out, and my concern is when I go to put it back in, they're gonna. The last time I did it, they just stripped out, and so I'm a little bit concerned that. And so.
Yeah.
That's where the anxiety is now, based on what happened last time.
So, I don't know, and I don't know if you're put so much pressure on yourself because you're thinking that I have expectations of something. I've started to manage my expectations, I think, pretty well. And the fact that, you know what? If we have a broken boat, we have a broken boat.
The expectation is that we're not going out. And then if it does happen, then it's like hitting the lottery.
And it's fine. Like tonight, I do think we can still have fun. We can still cook out on the front of the boat. The fact that the boat's not on the water, there's a story there. But we can still sit on the front of the boat, enjoy being outside. You know? It'll still be fun.
Well, we should let them know that. Do we know?
Well, I haven't heard from them yet. They are visiting some folks, and she's got her number. So.
Okay.
Shayna said, here the Jeep insurance is more than a car because they said it can do dangerous things, but we're all old, so it's still not much. That's right.
There's no way it's more than this car. There's no way.
Yeah. No, this car is it's ridiculous. Yeah. Well, it doesn't help that I had a couple of claims. Mm-hmm. Right? Is that what you're saying too? Saying it without saying it? I know, but it's true, right? So.
Yeah. And it wasn't even her fault.
He was using his words last night. He was thinking, I know.
It wasn't even her fault.
He was last night. He got to a place, but he got excited about it too because he kind of was figuring things out. And so he got excited about the project. And that's when he and I vibe the most. Because I enjoy seeing him like encouraged and excited. It makes me happy. And so then we start vibing and he starts telling me what he needs, and he's in a better space to ask for help too. So and then we really do well. We do well together as a team when we're not, I think, making up stories about each other in our heads. Because I do the same thing, but I don't. Like, you're scowling right now, so I'm kind of like, are you mad at me?
No, I just scowl all the time. It's just, have you seen my dad?
I know, but you do it more.
Well, because I'm getting older like my dad, and so pretty soon I'll have the creases like my father. I want to be just like my dad. You should have been my friends in high school, coming into my house.
Oh, I bet they were scared.
Oh
yeah, his dad's
God.
got an intense face. Boat is still on the water and amazing. Exactly, Shayna. It's floating and it's still an amazing place to
We
be.
think it's floating. I disassembled the
Yeah, the sea strainer last
sea
night.
strainer.
Hopefully, somebody would have let us know.
Luckily, we can't drown in that slip. We would just sink to the engines. I don't even know if we would get wet on our bed.
Hammer said, Tom has resting bitch face.
Kinda.
So it's Lala that's expensive, not the car. Yeah. No, actually, I'm really not.
No,
Think about me.
Not in general, just the car insurance.
The car insurance is. Oh, thanks for the follow. Like what I like. Love it, like. I like what I like too. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you being here. He does, and very flat delivery. Yeah, that's part of it, right, Shayna?
What?
And there are some things that have developed, like he said, as he gets older. Like, there are things about him now that weren't this way before. And I do think it's the stress of his job and all of the things. And we're talking about him like he's not even sitting here next to me. And I realize that. It was just probably why he's scowling.
I don't even hear 80% of what you're saying, so. It
So,
was at that moment, you knew. He fucked up.
oh gosh. Yeah. It's all good, honey. You know, people are funny.
It's amazing how.
We've been married, so if anybody wonders, we've been married for 37 years. This is not a new situation.
We just started thinking 37 days. We're newlyweds. We met each other. We did
I should start doing a count just to say 37 years and 5 days. 37 years and 6 days.
That might be a bad omen. Let's not do a countdown.
No, a count up. We give ourselves credit for every day that we make it.
I do. I give you credit every day for making another day with me.
Aw.
You're amazing.
Shayna said, yeah, I can't tell whether he's joking or pissed.
Yep, I know. And very rarely, Shayna, very rarely am I ever pissed. It takes a lot to really go pissed. I mean,
well, but pissed is when you're like not
crotchety. I get over it. I don't.
You're too young to be crotchety, and why is that? Like,
I don't
being
harbor,
crotchety doesn't have to be a thing.
Hang on. I don't harbor any resentment. I let everything go. As soon as it's done, I let it go. I don't harbor things.
Okay, so now Hammer's coming to Tom's rescue.
Thank you.
Whoops. Sorry, guys.
I don't even care. I know he's gonna say good.
He did this. Where were we? We were on a road. It's part of the road trip or something. And we were kind of doing this same thing and talking about Tom. And Hammer totally came to his aid. I don't honestly think he has resting bitch face. I think on another man's face. Dudes don't process it as bitchy. It usually registers to us as focused, thinking, on task. Oh God! So it's the difference between a man doing it and a woman doing it. Hammer? No,
that's not what he's saying.
I know. I'm kidding.
The intensity.
I am kidding. You can tell in my voice.
Look at this. We got church traffic. We have church traffic. Look at these guys. We got Metro Police.
What?
Directing church traffic.
Oh, absolutely. We are in the South.
That is awesome. Z Church. Zeal. It is a zealchurch.tv. We need to check that out. It's a fancy church.
They obviously stream. Tom, maybe add more descriptive words to your speech. I feel whatever.
Okay, I understand that is not in my makeup. I don't have a lot of words.
I try to do that for Cliff so he knows where I'm at.
Well, you and Laura both probably talk a lot, so that's probably a good thing to share your feelings with your husband.
Yeah. You probably talk a lot. You are such an asshole. You know that? Like, sometimes you just say stuff and people go like, what the fuck, Tom? You're just an asshole. Don't kiss me now.
Shayna. See? Smiling.
It's like such a fucking asshole. Whatever. All right. Y'all want to meet up and do Memphis in May? Ooh, that'd be fun. Let's see. When are you going to Memphis? May what? I have a work trip coming up, like the 16th to the 18th. But yeah, I'm game. I love that stuff. Well, Tom, Cliff talks a lot, just like you too. Aw, Shane, I love you too. You know, this type of just back and forth, this is what we do, not just on camera. This kind of thing where, you know, every day either you're getting feedback about yourself or you're providing it to somebody else. It makes shit interesting for sure. But yeah, when are you going to be in Memphis? Not specifically, it's just the Super Bowl of barbecue. Ooh. Okay, that could be fun. That could be totally fun. Yeah, I'd love to do Memphis. It's 3 hours from us. Well, maybe 4 hours, but it's not a bad drive. So yeah, that would be totally cool. That's kind of halfway, I think, isn't it? That's like halfway between us from where you are and where we are. Cheers, chat, by the way. Sunday Bloody Mary. I'm not hating it right now. Good yoga session, nice Bloody Mary, engaging conversation with the loved one. It doesn't get any better than this on a Sunday. Five hours, 42 minutes according to the maps. Ooh, you're farther. You're much farther away than we are. Yeah. Almost 2 hours. Probably about 2 hours farther away from Memphis than we are. Yeah, that sounds fun. That sounds totally fun. Let's do it. My son, Colin, used to live there as well, so he could probably go if there's the barbecue fest, depending on how, you know, if we're doing a weekend, he could give us some ideas of places to go, things to do. That'd be fun. Totally cool. I have faith that Tom's going to be able to pull this off. I really do. I actually think there will be improvement in the temperature. The temperature of the engine that overheated yesterday has been rising. And if you've been on any of the boat rides with us before, I usually comment on the fact that the port engine was always at a higher temperature than the starboard engine. And I always bring it to Tom's attention. He's like, yeah. So I think it's been eking up there anyway. I have faith. I think he fixed it. Yeah, Shayna, exactly. And like more came out than from that one impeller. So more pieces. And that, you know, constricting the water flow through, that's huge. Big Papa, who came in last night, which was so cool, he actually has worked on marine engines and stuff. And so he was telling us, and yeah, when we only had 2 fins left on the impeller, he was like, oh yeah, that's not going to do anything. 2 fins will not bring water in. So, you know, that was kind of the icing on the cake, but all that clogging in there had constricted the water flow even prior, which was causing the temperature to go up. So I think he fixed it. And you know what? continues to go up, we know what to do. We just need to continue to flush and do the thing. He could tear apart that cooler, the engine cooler. He did before on the starboard engine. He already did it once. So he knows what it takes. But he literally, the boat was down for 2 months while he fixed it because he had to get parts that don't exist anymore, like refashioned. And he did order some engine parts from the Volvo dealer in Belgium, were the only places he could get it. So he talked with a Belgian guy and had to have parts brought in internationally. Of course, they couldn't be Detroit diesels or anything. They have to be Volvo Penta, which I like Volvo. I used to own a Volvo, but they don't support, they don't support these engines anymore with parts. So yeah, 26 hours for you, Shayna, to get to Memphis. Come on. You just got to leave a couple of days ahead of us. That's all. Oh, that's cool, Shayna. Well, and hopefully we can, especially once we get the schoolie done and we start doing some of these road trips, definitely, could see. We'll park in Hammer's driveway in a cooking class pour. We'll park in his driveway and hang out and do collab stuff for a few weeks. Ooh, hash brown time. Yum. Puck Bunny back now to watch Tucker. She ran for last minute Bloody Mary. Hey, cheers, Bloody Mary time. So I know when we get together, Puck Bunny and I got to arrange for some Bloody Mary time for sure then. Go to a nice restaurant and find Memphis's best Bloody Mary.
He had a lot to say.
Do it. We've got land. What? Did you find what we needed?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. He had a lot to say.
He did?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He thought he was gonna be successful in finding me a gasket. So I let him try.
Oh.
He's like, I know, I've never even heard of an engine like that. I'm like, yeah.
It's a marine,
He goes, where do you get parts?
Volvo marine diesel.
He goes, where do you get parts? I said, Belgium.
Belgium. I was just telling him about the Belgian guy. That you're good at that.
On his name.
I don't know. Here. Why is that doesn't sit right? Can you just slam that coffee so it doesn't spill? There you go. Okay. Hold on to you, Chad. Going around corners. This mat is not heavy like the other. Now I think it's a combination of the two mats, but just put this one on top of the other one. But anyway. But we aren't getting the reflection, I don't think, are we? I think it should be better, Shayna. Yep, I got you. I know you want to see where we're going.
That's where we got Laura's tires. Right there.
Discount tire.
Discount tires, man. They are amazing. I'm going to give a plug for Discount Tires. The most amazing experience I've had. They were on it.
Yep. And then they didn't even have what they said they were going to have in stock. And so they gave us the upgraded tires for the same price.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it is nice here today. Almost 80 degrees.
81 according to your power.
According to weather, 79.7. Wind is blowing from the south at 16 miles an hour. That is quite the wind. I'm not seeing that right here where we are.
Of Ace Hardware to get their plants today, waiting for them to open. Is it noon yet?
Yeah, that's great. 46 and dreary. Oh God, Shayna. Spring is coming, love. It's almost here. Hang in there, love. Hang in there. Lots of people out and about today. I wonder if there'll be many people at the marina today. I was surprised there weren't more yesterday. Because it was fairly nice,
Yeah, I don't know.
you know? But we just didn't see a lot of cars.
I haven't, since we moved there, I haven't seen more than 10 cars in the parking lot at any given time.
It's definitely a quiet spot.
So it's nice.
See, if we hadn't, yesterday I told the kids, they remember going to Rock Harbor. And I said, we needed to go back over there. Just to,
Were you streaming on Twitch when we went there?
huh?
Oh, Rock Harbor. Sorry.
What are you talking about?
I'm sorry. No, you said Rock Harbor, not Commodore. I thought you said they remember coming to Commodore.
No, I was telling him, like when we were on the boat ride yesterday,
Yeah.
if we hadn't had the engine issue, I told him we would go over to Rock Harbor. It just jogged my memory, you know what I mean? Because where we are now is very quiet. Where we used to be was not very quiet.
Yeah.
But it would be fun to take the boat over there. They remember it. They remember the Blue Moon, going to breakfast, all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
So just to go over there and tool around for a few hours one day with them,
Yeah.
they were excited to do it.
Cool.
So, and see Mr. Wade.
I don't know if he's there anymore.
Not till June. May is bipolar. Kind of here too. And very, very much so here in Nashville as well. Not as bipolar as you. Like, we're not getting snow. You know. And poor T lifting up some stuff and finding the snow as well. All right, Shayna. There you go. Go do hash browns. Yep. Love, love. See you soon.
See ya.
Okay. So we're getting close. How's everybody doing in chat? Good? We have a quiet group this morning. We already did yoga. If you missed yoga this morning, we were outdoors. It was great. We did an outdoor version, and we had the amazing and awesome Chef John Reed with us to do yoga, and he did a great job. Everybody hung with it.
Yeah, they did.
I wonder what our neighbors think.
Uh,
Seeing us all
I was
like
looking- I was
up,
loo- I was-
up on the deck
I was looking for
doing
her.
yoga.
I was going to invite her over. She seems like she's
She probably would like it, our neighbor.
a life coach.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh. That's cool. We could all use a little of that.
Two-time Brazilian world champion golf player.
Is she really? Right next door.
Right next door.
Huh.
Yeah.
We could talk golf. I don't know it, but
I'm sure there's a lot to that's
I went to school with John Daly.
such a psychological.
We could talk
I
about.
don't even know what to say about that.
Know him well. We got into some trouble together.
He's not really known for his golf anymore.
He's not.
He hasn't made a final round in 15 years, I don't think.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he had.
Well, when he was young, he
I don't play golf.
yeah,
so.
when he was young, he had some great success, but he's more known for his gambling.
So we would hang out. We lived in the same area, and we had the same friend group, so we ran around together when we were young. And we would sneak out at night and go places, and so like hang out on the. Every once in a while, we'd go hang out on the golf course. And there was one time he actually was putting, and we're all like laying on the golf course, just chatting and looking at stars, and he's putting. I'm like, okay. He's always.
He's part owners or part something in a golf course here in Nashville.
Is he really?
Kid Rock.
Oh, huh.
And
Who knew?
so he was in town, and Leslie was gonna go drop your name to see if she could get a buy. And I was like,
Oh, God, no.
I was like, I don't know.
That's not good.
So,
Well, it wouldn't be under my married name
right,
anyway.
Right.
I mean, we were friends, so he would probably remember that. We swam on the swim team together. He knew my brother Mike. How's everybody doing? Welcome on in. If you're coming in, we are on our way to the boat dock. We have a broken boat. It's not totally broken, but we have an engine that we need to repair.
We have an overheating issue on the engine, and
So we're on the way to the marina. We're just around the corner, and we will be getting down in the engine room, doing some of that stuff. Ray Stevens Cabaret Piano Bar. I'm all stuffy, probably from doing yoga out in the woods today, in the middle of allergy season.
I'm thinking that Jeep right there is going to have a.
It looks a little. It probably would be fine to pull behind a schoolie though. If anybody has a line on a good Jeep to pull behind a schoolie, let us know. We're in the market for an inexpensive Jeep. Just needs to run.
Needs to be functional. Needs to be solid.
And actually, probably like no rust. I mean, things like that. It's probably going to be more about how solid it is because
not worried about a few scratches and dents. Just
no, not at all. We're going to be pulling it behind a school bus.
Needs to be solid. Needs to get us from the bus to the grocery store.
Yep.
Or to buy boat parts.
Yeah. Or tour a town. Yeah. You know. I think I would like a hard top.
Oh,
I don't think
too. Yeah.
We definitely don't want a soft top. I think pulling it behind the bus.
4 covers.
Yep. These are quite.
But we got Fisher people out today.
Quiet little marina. Yeah, we do have a lot of.
It's so quiet. Nice and secure.
Like a starling. That almost looks. We're not anywhere near Florida.
Yeah, one of our streaming projects is going to be this little.
Our little golf cart. That's ours.
Right there. It needs a 6 volt.
Okay, so here we go, guys. Let me grab all of our stuff. Just go. That little rubber thing. I got it off of Amazon. It was fairly cheap. Okay. So there's a little golf cart. That's one of the projects. Isn't it cute? It used to be my mother's. And she upgraded and gave it to us. So let's Tom log in. It's a little tent on a dock. The one we have, one is not to let you guys know. Oh, look at fishy streams. Last summer I did some when we were first starting out streaming. So we'll do that again. And I've got like Versa boards and things like that. So we'll be taking those out and doing some streaming on those. Okay, so the boat's a mess because we were here last night. We left without doing much. So pardon the mess. And of course, the whole downstairs is ripped apart because it doesn't look too bad right now. But underneath that rug right there is where the hatches are for the engines. They're underneath the floor. And so Tom will be pulling those up and we'll get to work. But there you kind of got an idea of the boat. There's an air conditioner in the corner there, couches, and then a bar kitchen area. This is the upper deck where the helm is. Aft deck, actually. So, and there's the helm. And then we've got this back here, which is a mess. Life jackets. We went kayaking, took the kids kayaking yesterday, so everything just got strewn about. And yeah, it's just like a futon. When it's nice, it's just like a little lily pad, but everybody made themselves comfortable yesterday before we left. So yeah, it's a nice little hangout spot here, and you can kind of get an idea of the view. So it's nice to see the water, birds. Yeah, so there's the view. All right. I am going to, I know we're probably dropping out. Yep. I'm going to switch to